Welcome back, everybody. Kenny Smyson here. I do put out Starfield content every week, so be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Now, today I'm going to be remodeling the Kepler S in our podcast. Jax and I both just did the over-designed mission, and so I went with the Kepler S because I've actually never gotten it before. So I like the general shape, but it's more the details that I don't like. For example, down on the bottom here, we've got a mixture of Nova Galactic landing gear and stroud-eklund landing gear. You got this big gaping hole on either side that's, well, technically 2 stories tall right in here. Well, 1 story because so this one lower floor, there's this gap here. That could have been for cargo, because then you have the cargo here in the middle, but then you've got this engine attached to a cargo module. Like, how do you get the cargo out of there? Right? Like, man, it's like the ship wants to be good, but there's just some little annoying things about it that I'm not a fan of. So, all right, let's get, where's it at? There we go. So I'm going to keep the same amount of 2x1 halves here. I'm going to drop this to the computer core though, because I don't necessarily need the 2x1, or I don't need the computer, the control station, because I'm not going to have a big crew on this ship. Because that skill is buried deep in the skill tree, right? I'm going to switch this side of the captain's quarters, and that's because there's a couch in this corner that you would lose if you have a door here. You know, for example, on that side. And but there's a little coffee bar thing right here that I'm going to lose, so I don't mind losing that. And over here, I'm not sure if I'm going to go with the A or the B. And the difference between the A and the B is the bathroom is on one side, but on the other side, and then obviously the kitchen and the table will be switched. Now, I don't want to lose the kitchen or the galley itself. I don't mind losing the table, so we'll figure that out as we go. But downstairs, a living quarters, not really needed. I'm going to go with a workshop so I can do some research and build my stuff here, so I don't have to always go to an outpost or something when I want to work on that. Okay. So that's basically keeping the same hab layout, but just changing the ship up, the structure of it. So the issue I have is how that doesn't sit flush right there. I wish they had like a piece that came off the front of a hab and then transitioned into that and had a more swept look. Unfortunately, they don't. So I'm gonna have to make do without that. I wonder if I could make it one wider. Put this hab out there, but then it's getting away from that sleek look that I do want to go with. Just doesn't fit too well with that, unless I were to drop this down below. If I drop that down below there, my door should still be there, so that would be fine actually. Because typically the doors will always follow like the path of least resistance between a hab to the cockpit. So like you typically won't see a door back here, because it would force you to walk a longer distance to the cockpit like that, right? So we can try that. And then worst case scenario, if the doors are back here and I don't like that, I can just slide this hab up forward. So I'm going to keep it like that for now. And then I'm actually I'm going to slide that forward. Wait. Let's see. Okay, if I put that there, okay, that should be fine for now. And see, this is the symmetrical center kind of landing gear. But then the only thing is I need to get something down below. So, there we go. I am using the Better Ship Part Flips mod. Wait, why can't I? Was there a collision with the cockpit on that? Let me look. Probably. Yep. Okay. No big. Oh, it's because of the weapon mounts. That's what it is. Right. Yep. Those pieces right there. No problem. So I'll just use the little snap glitch. So you copy that, delete that, select it, it'll snap down. And then I still maintain a weapon hardpoint right there for something. So that's kind of keeps the angled look to it right there. Okay. So we can get rid of that landing gear. And then I like the idea of these pieces on the back still. Bringing it out. Let's see, that was 5 wide. And this is a Class B ship, so let's get my... That's cool. I can't even make those yet. Or I don't have the skill for them, but because it's on the ship, I can put it to use. So, oh goodness, I don't even have a hard point up on the front of that. Ooh, that's annoying. Okay. All right, I'll get to that in a second. Shield, we'll just throw that on top here for now. And if I put this here, well, the only problem I'll have is, let's see here. Let me copy this. Let's get this back. There we go. Almost a swept back look almost. Yeah, but it doesn't quite sit flush right there. That's annoying. So what I can do is this. Then I'll extend. I'll stick with the Teo. That's fine back here, which then allows me to put this here so I have some hard points for opponents. And again, I'm not trying to completely overdo this ship, because when I did the Kepler R, it was a big blocky look to it, but I definitely overhauled it a lot. And so I'm trying not to get too crazy with changing this one up. Just basically make one that just looks better, you know? Like my Jax was saying on our podcast when we were talking about ships, it was almost like the developers maybe had their heart and soul into it at first, and then just kind of, you know, slapped a few together towards the end when they just didn't have the passion to build ships. Thinking, and obviously I can go with Class B engines. I'll put those ones on there for now, but I'm definitely going to change it out. Change that one out. I don't like that one back there. I like the idea of having different styles of engines, but let's see. And let's get this piece up here. So already we're getting a more swept look. I do need that landing gear. Where's that Stroud one? Let's see, this goes right there. That's a little bit better. Okay. And we can get rid of those landing gear, fuel tanks, wings. You know what I could do is actually extend that back. My hope would be that if I do add one hab and put it here, that the ladder will still be right there on that point and come up in, and not here in the back. That's how it should be, so we're going to see. And I'll go with a... Oh, I do like to have my infirmary on my ship. Okay. Oh, but then that's going to do a number right there. Okay, where do I put my reactor? Oh, goodness. Okay, all right. I'll get rid of that idea. Go with original plan, can keep the Habs the same. Need my docker. We will use this one for now. Yeah, because that's where the ladder is going to be anyways. I like to keep my ladders all in one flow, which that's how it is on the, you know, I did get rid of 2 1x1s right there, so I could throw in a couple others and be fine. Let's see, captain's quarters. Oh, yeah, because at the back of each of those, it just goes into a, yeah, at the back of each of these, there's nothing to worry about losing. So let's see what happens if I do this. I could do that. Nah. Oh, I'll get rid of those Habs. Don't need them. All right, I do want to get some cargo here, but I don't want to go with those ones. I want to go something a little more, less industrial looking. Okay. I do like the swept ones. Oh, yep. I don't have, I'm not high enough. That's what I'm going to probably go for. And put that right on the back of each of those. Right here and right there. That's probably what I'm going to do. So in the meantime, I will use these as a placeholder, because I can easily swap those out later. And then I don't think I care about the wings too much right now. Obviously, I'll get into structure and I'll make it a little prettier. All right, 2 errors. I need landing gear and fuel tank. Okay. So the landing gear. I bet if I delete these cargo, actually. Yep. So I'll just go with smaller landing gear. But then the only question is what I'm going to do for having other engines in the back. In fact, I'm going to slide these things forward one, so it's not quite as, doesn't stick back as far. That should look good. Yep. Looks a little more sleek that way. Okay. And then I just need my fuel tanks. So fuel tanks can go, where can they go? I could tuck them up on top there. That's probably what I'll do. Yep. Right along that right there. So if I go to my fuel, I could just reuse those ones that were just on the ship. Let's see. Get that tucked in there. It would clip a little bit if I dropped that in there, but it wouldn't be too bad. Where else could I put? I could put it right. Actually, I could just put them right on the back of that. And do something different for the cargo. Let's see what I got here. Go with something a little different looking. But then I don't have the extra oh, I could put the engine right there. So, all right. So then what engine would I want to put on that? Class B. What was that? Oh, that's the mod one. I don't want that. I'm trying to keep this one pretty basic. And see, that's the one that they had slapped right in the back middle, and I'm just not a fan of that. See, the options for Bs are a bit limited. I mean, I could just go with... Let me see. That almost looks pretty cool. I would have to... Let's see if I do the glitch with that, though. Okay. Bring this up. Put this here. Oh. Wait, how do I... Oh, I need to do one more. Okay. And then, oh wait, how am I going to do that? That's going to be a tricky one. Because I need to snap it into that. Let's see. Okay, drop that down like that. Okay, then flip this. Alright. Okay, I see what I gotta do. This. Delete that one and select it. Okay. Delete that. Delete that. Select that one. Select that one. There we go. So not too crazy. Okay. All right. So put one right there. Put another one above it. Take this off. Or wait, actually no. I'll just do that and then. Come on. Oh, this better part ship part flip mod is nice, but also sometimes a bit of a pain. All right, drop that in. Okay, delete that one. Copy this. Flip, flip, flip. There we go. There we go. That's looking a lot better. The only thing I need, I'm gonna need cargo, right? So I got my fuel down there. I could get rid of... Oh, I've got space right there on the back of that motor for cargo. Because I only have the struts on that right there. It's on top and bottom on the outside, but I don't need that on the inside then. Okay, so let's just go with a small piece of cargo here. What do we got? We go with these guys. Go shielded. I think... Ah, bummer. Would that look too silly? Okay. Oh. Put another one on this side. My good old symmetry brain there going. And then I can put my fuel tank right up on top of that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's go with this one. There we go. So that's my critical systems done. Let's go ahead and hop into... Well, you know what? I mean, that basically... that's basically it. I mean, the structure's already all over that ship because it's a more classic remodel, so... Yep, see, this is what I would imagine it would look like. A little more sleek, more logical. And the shield could go back there just to look a little bit different. Yeah, so I do have to put some weapons on it and give it a paint job, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, I am done with placing my weapons and getting my structure done. I decided not to do anything with the paint job, just to keep it vanilla, because I want to do a side-by-side comparison of the original Kepler S. So I did remove the nose cap up here. That was upside down here. I believe flipping that upside down is actually part of the better ship part flips mod that I run. So I decided to get rid of that because I wanted this to be vanilla that anybody can make with no mods. Obviously, there's a little bit of merge glitching going on, but again, that's something you can control in the settings of the menu settings if you want to. So, got that stuff down here. Obviously, you guys saw me merge those together, but then these right here had to do a little finagling with those. These missile turrets. So I've got 4 turrets and 4 missile launchers on it, and I just added this up here just to get a little bit of depth. Put those wings back on it, so it kind of, you know, sticks with the original idea of the Kepler S, right? Got the split engines in the back and pretty much all the same Habs and everything. And as you guys can see, I'm going to be quite broke after this. 152,000 credits right on the money, and I had 153. So it's going to be fun flying this ship around. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at the inside. And here we are just inside the bay in the workshop. To the right is the sleeper berth, or the all-in-one berth B. Now this one works great for being on this side of the ship because I do lose the table here, but you do keep the galley. Obviously you'll never lose the beds in the middle, but the B specifically has this table back here with the 2 chairs. The A will have the bathroom on the other side, and we'll have like another random table back there, but more clutter with no chairs. So the B definitely takes it as far as being the better of the 2 Habs because of that, but obviously it just depends on the layout of your ship in general. Captain's quarters across the hall here. Obviously my little coffee bar thing that would have been against this wall is gone, which is fine because I'd much prefer having the couch there with the coffee tables. And of course you have everything back here all intact. And making our way upstairs, we're going to be going straight into the it's funny, usually the ladder would be up front, but this one I put it back here. Oh, that's fine actually. That works. So, and then we'll head on. Oh, except that's annoying. Computer console with a ladder right there. It looks bad. All right, on into the cockpit. Hey. Well, I do hope you guys enjoyed this build, and it's always fun to kind of see what people have done with the Kepler S and the Kepler R, so hope you guys take care. I will see you in the Starfield.